Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well and having a wonderful week as always. Of course, I'd like to thank all of my wonderful subscribers and friends for all of your love and support for me and for my channel. You all really mean so much to me, each and every one of you, and I really greatly appreciate each of you. If you're watching this video and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm really trying to boost my subscription count for my channel. Like, share, subscribe. It really helps get my channel out there so I can help as many people as possible. Today's video, I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you all sent to me, and I missed a few in my last video that I'll go over this week. Before I do that, I want to give a shout out to a client that I had this week. Her name's Janet, and she wrote a book and actually sent me a copy. I haven't yet read it yet, but I look forward to, about her son who took his own life tragically. And so I thought I would give her a plug. She's a wonderful member of our community. So if you or anybody that you know is grieving the loss of a loved one or somebody that's taken their own life, please read this book. It's called Brian's Journey by Janet Dabrowski, and let's send her all a lot of healing love and light. She was a really wonderful client to have, and I really enjoyed tapping into her son's energy for her reading to help give her some closure. I also have a lot of people that want to ask personal questions, and I'm not yet doing that on my channel, but what I would recommend for you all is to go and subscribe to Kathy's Guided Light Tarot. On Sundays, she does a live stream. Sharon Lee from Nasty Women is on there often, and I've gotten the invite to go whenever I want to on Sundays. I'm really thinking that I'm going to jump on this Sunday. Saturdays are kind of a brutal day for me. I work at both of my jobs. Last week it was like a 16-hour day, so I wasn't really feeling up to it last week. But yeah, I really enjoy doing personal readings and little mini readings. And so if you all are looking to get some, subscribe to Kathy, and when I can come on Sundays, I will be helping her and Sharon out and giving some readings and some of my insight. Also, I want to share a psychic hit that I got. Now, it was Tuesday morning, and I take this hit as more as a metaphor. I don't take it literally. I was waking up, and you're still in that dazed state. And all of a sudden, I saw a bomb, and I knew it was for Donald Trump. In the timer, it had the number 16 on it. Now, I'm thinking it's 16 days. It could be weeks. I guess we'll see what happens. But I took it not literally. I felt a big explosion coming for Trump in 16 days, an explosion of drama, something really big igniting and making big news. And then as I thought about it, 16 days from Tuesday is October 14th. And I believe that is the first day that for testimonies for the January 6th Commission. I know Bannon, along with somebody else, is set to testify. So I'm wondering if something really explosive is coming out of that testimony. So I guess we can all wait and see. If not, it'd be roughly about 4 months away if it was weeks, but it felt like days to me. So I thought it was really interesting. So let's see what happens on the 14th of October. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into your questions that you sent to me. I just thought I would share that because I thought it was really interesting. And then putting the dots together and finding out that it was October 14th were the first testimonies for the January 6th Commission. I thought was really interesting. So I'll probably throw a few cards on that at the end of this reading. So Shannon B asks, "Hi Kevin, I hope you are well. Can you look at the long-term food situation in our country? Will it become difficult to get some of the foods we are used to seeing at the grocery stores? will we need to start growing some of our own food at home? Excuse me. I've been feeling a pull to get chickens so that we will have our own eggs. I don't know anything about taking care of chickens, but the thought won't go away. This is making me concerned that there will be food issues happening. Well, I do see some food shortages. It feels really isolated in just like random things. I definitely see some meat shortages, but I think a lot of people are getting hits from their guides on, living off the land. A lot of people have started doing that over the last few years. And I feel that's more of a pull for, eating fresh organic vegetables and meats. There's so many preservatives and chemicals that they inject our meat and our produce with that are not very healthy. And so I think a lot of our spirit guides are shifting us to grow our own so that we know what's in it. I do see some food shortages. I think especially right now with the virus and everything going on, production for a lot of food factories has been kind of hard to get some stuff in. So I do see over the next few years there will be some shortages off and on. I do feel a meat shortage. It feels like beef coming in the next year. We're gonna still have it. It's just gonna raise prices on meats. But yeah, I think a lot of people are getting pulled because of all the chemicals that are in the foods that we get from the grocery stores to live off the land. So I would recommend doing it. If I had the yard space, I would love to have chickens and vegetables. I think I'm gonna put some garden beds out next year, but we'll see what happens. Okay, my next question is from Nancy, and she asks, "Hi Kevin, I just heard that John Hinckley Jr. will be released from prison, unsupervised and with no conditions. He's the man who shot President Reagan and a couple others. He was found not guilty by reason of insanity. Even if he's on medication, it seems to me he should stay in a mental institution or at least wear an ankle bracelet. Can you ask your guides about this?" Yeah, I see him definitely being freed. I don't feel a mental institution. He doesn't feel like he's in very good health, so I don't know if he has a whole lot of time left on Earth, but I definitely feel that he's on medication. That kind of evens him out, balances him out a little bit better. But I don't feel like he's in good health. I feel like if he doesn't already have it, he may get cancer in the next few years. I don't see him being around too much longer. And he has to be probably at least in his 70s by now, I would imagine. So I don't see him acting out again or shooting people or being a real big danger. I think the medication that he's on really helps balance him. But yeah, that's what I pick up on him. Thank you for your question, Nancy. Melinda asks, will the government or the Republicans force a government shutdown? If so, how long will it last? Well, I think they passed something to keep the government open till December. I feel like with a debt ceiling, I don't see that. I see that getting passed. I don't see it causing massive financial chaos. I think it's going to be last minute though, like they like to do. The Republicans were really trying to, I feel, get the Democrats to use the reconciliation on that rather than their infrastructure plan, and the Democrats are going to refuse to do that. So I think it was like a last-ditch effort. The Republicans aren't going to be the reason why the financial markets crash. So I don't see the government shutting down. It will be last minute though, but Gail asks, she asked me this last week and I missed it. Hi Kevin, let's try this question again. All right. Here's a complicated one. John of God, a real sleazeball who took advantage of women, but did he really heal people? You might want to do a little research first. He's a Brazilian purported medium, psychic surgeon, and convicted sex offender. What I get when I tap into his energy is that he had gifts and he did heal some people. I feel like at the start of his journey, he was really focused on helping people. And then when he started to get a little bit more notoriety and he really started going on that power, greedy money trip, thinking he could get away with anything that he wanted to. He doesn't feel like a good man right now, but I feel like his intentions were true when he first started it. I think he did heal some people, especially at the beginning, and then he started being corrupt and was on a power trip and thought he could get away with doing whatever. I hope that answers your question. Hattie G asks, Matthew McConaughey, actor running for governor of Texas, will he be successful? I don't see him being successful. I don't know if he's fully decided to run or not yet. I'm not even sure what party he's associated with. I feel like he's kind of in between Democrat and Republican. But I don't see him being successful. I don't even know if he will run. I think he just wants to get his name out there right now. I know somebody's asked me about Beto, and I think I might have missed that one last week. And I see Beto still eyeing it up. I don't think he's fully decided yet either. I think he will. I think Beto will run. I don't know. It just feels really wishy-washy for me with him actually winning. I definitely see him getting a position in the future. I don't know if I feel it's governor, though. I think Texas has so many corrupt voting rules and there's a lot of cheating involved in their voting that it would be very hard for Beto, especially with his stances on gun control in Texas. I feel like he would have a very hard time, but I do definitely see maybe it's a Senate position in the next election. My guides even told me the last election Texas should have went blue, and as we saw, it swung so heavily in the Republican favor because of all of the cheating and the restrictive voting rights, voting laws that they have in the state. So I don't feel Matthew McConaughey will be successful if he decides to run. I don't even know. I don't think he will run. Beto, I think, would have a much better chance than him, but even still, I don't know if Beto would get in, but I definitely see Abbott leaving. I feel a female going in as governor. I think she'll be a Republican, but a more moderate one. So, Sammy asks, hold on one second. A Northwest Phoenix neighborhood near a closed landfill is vibrating for no known reason. Do you see any houses collapsing? Might be a sinkhole situation. Whatever that vibrating is, it definitely feels underground, and I don't know if there was drilling or maybe they were drilling to help get that, to fill up that landfill more. But definitely it feels like drilling underground that's causing that vibrating noise. I do think that there may be some sinkholes, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of devastation. My guides tell me like 3 houses might collapse in a sinkhole. But I don't think Arizona's really known for sinkholes. I know Florida is, but I'm not feeling a whole lot of danger. But it does feel like there was some drilling underground or something going on underground that's causing that. So I hope that answers your question. Earth Mama asks, Robert Mercer started all the crazy town computer stuff with his computer business called Cambridge Analytica. The super rich never pay for their crimes. Please tell me that he and his daughter Rebecca Mercer will get justice. Also, Eric Prince and his sister, who was the head of the education department, Betsy DeVos, tell me that they will pay for their sins against America. You know, I wish I could give you better news. I don't feel any jail time for any of them. I definitely feel Betsy DeVos is in some kind of trouble, and she will definitely have to testify. Out of all of them, I feel her the most will have the most backlash for her actions. And I do feel lawsuits for the Mercers. It feels like it's financial. That I think they'll lose some money in those lawsuits. Eric Prince, I get with him that he's very sneaky. He does everything in the dark and makes sure that anything that he does won't get linked back to him. He's very smart and strategic in that way. They're all very negative energies. I don't really like tapping into them, but I don't see any repercussions for Eric Prince. I feel like Betsy DeVos is going to definitely get the most backlash for her actions. My next question, I think I had two on Mitch McConnell. Janet asked, can you see what's going on with Mitch McConnell? Why does he have so much power? It's blessings. Well, I mean, he's the Republican leader in the Senate, so that's why he has so much power. But with Mitch McConnell, as I've said before, I definitely see a lot of health problems for him, and I see a lot of backlash because of his wife being in the previous administration, and I don't think he'll finish out his term. I think he just got reelected. With him, I'm feeling like 2-3. It feels more like 3 years. He's gonna have to leave. I think he'll say it's for medical reasons, but I actually start to feel a lot of backlash coming from Republicans for him soon. So he may actually step down from being the minority leader before he ends up leaving the Senate. But I see so much scrutiny over him. I see him leaving, and I don't feel he's in very good health. All right. There's a couple more questions. Cindy asked, is Jeffrey Epstein alive or dead? And I know that the last video I missed one about Barr's association, if he had anything to do with his death, which I definitely feel he was. I think he placed a hit on him. I don't see that will ever come out or that he'll ever have any consequences for that. But no, I often felt Jeffrey Epstein is dead. I don't feel from suicide. I think he was killed for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. But no, he's not alive. All right. Yeah, and then my next question was Barr involved in the killing, which I said yes. I do feel like he set it up. Okay, well, I think my last question for today, which I think was posted for my last questions. Excuse me. Mary asked what the weather will be like for Pennsylvania this winter. I'm right next to Pennsylvania. I'm on the northeast side of Ohio, and I do feel a really cold winter, really cold especially. I do feel like we're going to get quite a few snowstorms, which we haven't really. The last few winters have been pretty mild, and I definitely feel like this winter will be a little bit more harsh. Definitely in the New England states, I definitely see a lot of snow, but I see it being a lot colder than average as well. All right. Well, I hope that answered all of your questions. I hope I didn't miss any like I did last week. For some reason, when I was looking through my comments, it hit a few of them. So I'm sorry about that, but I hope I answered everybody who sent a question last week that I missed. All right, so I want to throw a few cards on my psychic hit on the October 14th and the January 6th commission, the testimonies of Bannon, and I'm not sure who the other one testifying with him is. And then I also want to take a look at the infrastructure, which my guides have shared with me. We were going to have this long, drawn-out fight. But I feel as we're closing in on it, I do definitely feel the bipartisan infrastructure being passed here very soon, probably in the next week. And I see the human infrastructure taking a little bit while, but I think it will get passed before the midterms, which I wasn't entirely sure of before. It's not going to be as much as what we want. You know, Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema are going to make sure of that because they're taking all of their Republican donor money to cause problems for the Biden administration and his agenda, which is really sad. But I see them adding a lot onto it after the midterms when we get more seats and it really being a really progressive deal then. But I want to throw some cards just to look at the energy of that as well. All right. So let's see. I want this deck. So God and my angels and guides, what can you show me about my vision I had? The bomb for Trump. Does that have to do with the January 6th commission? I see yes. What's the energy around that? What's so explosive in that on that day? Please show me, Spirit. I feel like it has to do with Bannon. I really do. And you know, I've shared with you all for a while now that my guides have told me that this January 6th commission is gonna get so much more dramatic, and that a lot of Republicans are gonna really be in trouble because of their commission and their investigation. What can you show me about October 14th and the January 6th commission? I'm actually feeling that that might be one they're able to pinpoint that Trump had knowledge that it was going to be an insurrection. Let's see. Ooh, Ace of Swords coming out. Truth coming out. That wanted to fly out. All right, what can you show me, Spirit? Oh, yeah, definitely about Trump. All right. So like I said, the Ace of Swords really wanted to pop out. Justice, the truth being revealed. Somebody speaking their truth on the matter. I get the Knight of Pentacles crossed by the Four of Swords. So for me, it has something to do with money. Maybe they find that the financial, what financed that insurrection. Somebody's retreating, somebody's going back, really meditating because the information is coming out. I see in the past, them really trying to, this is the illusion delusion card with the Seven of Cups. I don't see that them being able to, what's the word? I don't think that they're going to be able to deceive us with what was really going on. I get Trump right above the reading with the Ace of Pentacles below, so there's some kind of financial information coming out. And in the Four of Wands, I see Democrats really celebrating from that news. There's two women in that card too, and I definitely feel a few women are going down, so maybe that's what it has to do with as well. But financial information is definitely coming out about Trump, and it's going to be a big bombshell. All right. And let's do the infrastructure. Out of my angels and spirit guides, what can you tell me about the infrastructure deals? Will they pass? What's the energy around the infrastructure bills? Yeah, I definitely feel the bipartisan one passing very soon. Show me what the energy around the infrastructure bills is right now, Spirit. I definitely feel the divide between the progressives and moderate right now, but I feel like they will come together and strike a deal. Let's see what the cards have to say. Yeah, they're working on it. Yeah, I do think that they'll be successful. It's kind of up in the air right now, but ultimately, yes, they will get both bills passed. Right now, for the situation, I get the Queen of Cups, the Mother of Love. Democrats really want to help the families out that need it. Crossed by the Nine of Pentacles, sitting pretty, financial abundance. Nancy Pelosi doesn't normally come up as the Queen of Cups for me. She normally comes up as the Queen of Wands, but I'm feeling Pelosi energy, working really hard. Right now, they're feeling kind of trapped with the Eight of Swords above. Not really sure which direction to go in, but below the reading, we have the Two of Wands. They're really working together and really strategically planning what their next moves are and to come together for the deal. Yeah, I get in the past the Ten of Cups, which is a card about family. The Democrats really want to help all the families that need it, especially those who have been hurt financially from the virus. A lot of people really need that financial help right now. And in the short-term future, I get the Page of Wands, some good news. So I do think that we will get together and we will get those bills passed. Like I said, the bipartisan infrastructure deal, I really feel coming together in the next week. They'll probably vote on it and it will get passed. In the reconciliation, I definitely feel a lot more negotiations between the progressives and, you know, the more moderates, Joe Manchin, Kristen Sinema. But I think that they'll come together in the next, I'm feeling like next month, and they'll probably vote on it in the next month or two, so. All right, well, as always, I had so much fun answering all of your questions. I'll be posting a video probably Sunday or Monday, just a little short video to tell you to go ahead and submit your questions, and you can do that by commenting on the bottom of that video. If anybody would like to reach out for a private reading, you can email me at kevinlovingvibrations@gmail.com. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe. Really trying to get my numbers up there so that I can open up my community tab and do a lot more with my channel. So yeah, I had so much fun spending the afternoon with you all today. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and until I see you all again, goodbye.